Hello YouTube! I wanted to get the first Soviet-designed tank for my collection, MS-1 or T-18, but the plastic model cost 45 bucks on eBay. It's too expensive for me, so I'll make my own with clay for 2 bucks, and even with full interior inside, as usual in my models. During the First World War, the Red Army captured the several French tanks, Renault FT-17. The Russians tried to copy them, but without success. And based on Renault tank, they developed their own tank, MC-1. Yeah, it was my first tank in World of Tanks game. Thanks to the game I learned about it and decided to make it now. Firstly, made the bottom with dark green, almost black clay, and now making side plates of hull. To make the end the same, I'll cut out the second one in the shape of the first one. Connected them with the bottom. Armor of bottoms was 8 mm, side armor of hull was 16 mm. Separate the engine compartment from the fighting compartment with the partition. For servicing the engine, in the partition was a little door. For the MC-1 was developed independent vertical sprint suspension, with 7 road wheels and 4 support rollers. The sprint suspension, which would allow a tank to trail faster over rough ground, was the biggest improvement of a Renault tank. It was quite difficult to make shock absorbers with such small parts, probably the most difficult part in my model. Frontal armor plate was 16 mm thick, and I also attached the tensioning wheel to the frontal part of the hull. Drive wheels was at the back, support rollers. I have 4 support rollers on my model, but depending on the year of production of the tank, there could be 3 or even only 2 rollers on each side. An interesting feature is that the drive wheels and the tensioning wheels are much larger than the road wheels. You won't see this on the modern tanks. The engine, gasoline, vertical, 4-cylinder engine, was capable of maximum of 35 horsepower, and it was combined with transmission in one unit. This is the only image of this engine that I could find. Inside engine compartment I also put 6-volt battery and oil tank. Now making driver compartment. Driver seat was right at the middle. Inside on the side walls there are boxes of machine gun cartridges and gun shells. Total ammunition carried was 104 37mm shells and 2016 6.5mm cartridges. That's all the equipment that was inside the hull. Everything is very simple. The driver has his own hatch that's open upwards and also 2 little doors. Two fuel tanks was outside the hull on a fender. Total capacity of fuel tanks was 110 liters and maximum operational range was only 50 kilometers. Armor for the MS-1 turret consisted of 6 16mm plates covered with mushroom-style cap of 3mm thickness. The main armament was the French 37mm Model 28 gun with its 10-12 rounds per minute rate of fire. Additional weapon, a double-barreled 6.5mm Fyodorov machine gun, was mounted in ball mount. The commander, who was also a gunner, didn't have his own seat, but sat in a loop on a suspension belt. I attached the laser belt inside the turret. MS-1 was pretty short tank, and one of the problems was inability to cross 2 meters wide ditches. To solve this problem, a tail was added to the back. The tank could now overcome widths of 1.8 meters. All that remains is to add small details: headlight, handrails, fuel tank caps, horn and towing loops. Oh yeah, almost forgot about the rivets. A huge number of rivets. Phew! 20 minutes of rivet making behind, and my tank is finished. Very interesting tank for me, not so often I made First World War tanks. Also, this tank appeared between First World War and Second World War, and even took part in battles in Second World War. Anyway, the design is very simple and it was quite easy to sculpt it. And also I saved my 43 bucks. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Maybe someone will want to sculpt this tank and my video will help you. Thanks for watching guys, don't forget to subscribe and help my channel with your likes, it's very important for me. And see you at the next video.